Hey, what's up, everybody? Pete and I are at the Okeechobee house, and it's a special day because we are going to stay the night here for the very first time. Every other day we're working over here, we have a 50-minute drive home, and I still have to take care of animals and stuff at night and everything, and in the morning and in the afternoon, it's taking a huge chunk of my day away from me. So I'm gonna start alternating days between the two properties, and that'll give me, this is what I call the magic hour, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The sun's a little lower, it's a little cooler outside, and I can get a lot more work done. And I'm driving every other day during that time. So I'm actually gonna crack a celebratory beer. I won't be drinking on the channel a whole bunch, I don't know. I have Sweet Baby Jesus chocolate peanut butter porter to celebrate. And we switched to fish food because I know a couple of the viewers said that the bread is bad for them. And they go after it, but slower. Oh, look, they're gonna call me a liar. They're down there eating it as it sinks, and then they'll eat the floaters off the top as it softens. In the morning, they blow up the surface of the water. I guess that's when my mom has them trained to eat. There's a couple of them down there eating. But I did switch to fish food, so whoever it was that commented on that, I'm always trying to do the right thing. If bread's bad for them, then I'm not gonna feed them bread every day. Maybe every once in a while if I have the end piece of a loaf or something like that. But come see the inside. We've got it. I'm not gonna say it's done because there's still things that I'm gonna change. And the end of this video, I wanna talk about my idea. Kenan, when he shoots a video with me, my videos are weeks behind and his stuff's pretty on time. So his last video, all right, the battery died just as we were walking in the door. So let's try this again. The paint work is done. Come on, Pete. The lighter color. I know that looks weird. There is a bed in the middle of the family room. I hung the TV in here because the size I needed for this room isn't the size of one of the TVs I think I'm getting through the separation. So got a new TV in here. I'm gonna sleep in here so I can watch TV at night. And that's just an air mattress, just something temporary. But it's all looking better. Again, still gonna paint the kitchen cabinets. This is what people didn't see before. Those 4 cabinets are different than the rest. And they're also a different size drawer. So I'm gonna cut those down, reroute the edges to match these edges and make them match. The same as the profile of the doors. The doors are like a 1/4 inch bigger. I'm gonna shrink them down on the table saw and then reroute the edges to match. And I think the inside profile is the same, or close enough that you wouldn't notice. And I think the color that we're painting it is, well, it's gonna look white, but it's not white. It's a gray beige with a hint of green in it. It's gonna pick up that lighter color in there, and it's gonna pick up the lighter flecks in the countertop. I think it's gonna look sharp. And it's paint, so if I don't like it, I can always repaint it. But the office is where I'm storing the construction supplies. I think all of Lily's recent eggs are going to spoil. That's the last one, and it's pretty dented. So only one clutch of Het Black Dragons cooking right now. The guest bedroom, it's all done, ready for furniture. I don't even know if I'm gonna redo the floor in here. I don't know. I know the master bedroom, I'm gonna redo the floor, but it does look drastically different from how it looked before. Did the windowsills. Gonna do the built-in closet next, and I was gonna wait on that until I did the floors, but I may do it and uninstall it, do the floors and reinstall it just to get moved in here. And even the bathrooms, I'm gonna redo them, but I like had to repaint everything because it was gross. I wanted to cover up someone else's scuzz in there. But all right, you know what? Let's skip to what I want to talk about because I think it's pretty cool. All right, so we're in the area where we talked about building like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath dwelling. It could have been a tiny house. I've been thinking about it, and this is what Kenan was mentioning on his video. And this is an ideal place on my property to do it. It has a beautiful view of the lake. It has beautiful mature oak trees by it, and it's separate enough from the main house that it feels like it's its own place, and people staying here could have, you know, some privacy. And what I'm thinking about doing is like a Hobbit house, is taking some sort of like a Kwanzaa hut, which is a half round elongated, I guess if you took a piece of pipe and you cut it in half lengthwise and set it on the ground. So it's like a rainbow elongated. Take something like that. They have metal structures that are even set up for living in, and take it, paint it with a product that waterproofs the metal. I mean, it could be a metal building. I could do this relatively inexpensive and spend my money on the custom work on it and waterproof it, put pond liner or some sort of a liner over it, and then do maybe an artificial turf that blends into real turf, so I won't have to cut the grass on top of it, and do a little deck, maybe natural stone, something like that coming out the entrance. I've been looking online, and there's some really, really cool places where I could just watch Lord of the Rings, and I could do something like that here. And it's hard to do anything really unique. I know someone mentioned a tree house. You can't do that with building codes in Florida unless it was pre-existing before they started these really strict codes. A structure like that really doesn't have much windage. You're gonna have issues with water, but if you waterproof it really well and are really thoughtful about what you're doing, I can prevent any water issues. The ground is gonna insulate it really well. And it's not gonna like obstruct my view. I'm not gonna look from my house across a lake and see something ugly. I'm gonna see something that you almost don't even notice is what I'm gonna see. And I think it's cool. I've always wanted to build something with an oval shaped door, like really odd interior. Like that's the stuff I love. So I'm thinking about building something like that. Quick break to ask you to like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Now back to the video. He lives such a rough life. So funny. And the faces he makes. So unimpressed with everything I do. Not much more progress from when he was here. We did pour, I think 2 more floors. This is going to be Forrest's cage. So a big 10 by 12. His floor is done. The sulfur male, the Guru sulfur male. And I am going to do Pinky up front. I moved that other Guru female into a cage at my house, and she'll be okay there. And this is how I do the splits. Remember we were talking about this before, that I have everything framed out as 10 by 12s all the way down the line, but that's supposed to be 2 5 by 12s. This is a 10 by 12. This is 2 5 by 12s and a 5 by 12 in the end. So here you're seeing the doorway that's splitting the 2 enclosures, and I lay the 1 screen for drainage there, and I concrete it in the edge so it can't, the animal can't dig through. And then when this one gets poured, the concrete will pour to the edge and obviously around all of this screen and stuff. It's not being held down with any lumber right now. That's enough drainage. It worked before. I know I made that video of it flooding. The cages don't flood. If I leave it on and the water's full blast, that water will come up, it'll go into 2-3 cages, and it's gone in an hour. It goes away very fast. And this property, these cages are a foot higher than the surrounding ground. It's significantly higher. It's gonna drain very fast. We're not gonna have issues with that. So this is gonna be Blackbeard's enclosure. So what I'm gonna race to finish this week, the 3 black-throat enclosures, Jane, Blackbeard, and Joanne. So roofs trimmed out, shelving, hide boxes. In fact, I'm gonna probably start on hide boxes either tonight or tomorrow. And that's the thing about staying here, is I can now get some work done at night instead of sitting down watching TV at home. If I go to the other house, when I'm done taking care of the animals, I'm returning emails and stuff, I'm sitting in front of the TV, but I'm not being productive like I need to be. Yeah, nothing in that row. I don't even think this row is as important yet as moving Forrest and Lily. She just laid her eggs, and she probably has 3 weeks until she cycles again. So I'd like to get them in and settled in ASAP, and they're at the front of their row, so that would allow me to demo those 2 cages and work my way back. And same with the blackthroats. That's 3 cages in that row from the front, working my way back. So that's what we're going to be working on. I think I'm going to end this video with doing some of the hide boxes and explaining. I think I did make some changes again, and I mean, it may change again, I don't know. Some of this stuff is rushed. The water tubs, like I said, I'm just doing mixing tubs for now instead of the poured concrete tubs that I want to do. To get done in time, I'm gonna have to just skip that step, get the animals in here, and then move an animal into the extra cage, and then make it perfect. It's just what I have to do for this timeline. All right, we'll get started on those hide box. All right, it's the next day, and I've got some of the hide boxes set on the concrete slabs. I dug out the dirt all the way down to my concrete floor, and I Tapconned in these 2x6s. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, now I've done it all in the females enclosures, because when they're laying, their lay box is next to their hide box. They could dig, and I've had Jane do it before, dig and end up underneath the slab, because there is the 5 or 6 inches of dirt underneath this slab. And then I'll build the dirt up all the way to their slab. Well, okay, I take it back. I built it up to the slab before. Now I am going to build the dirt probably all the way up to here, because I think that high dirt is going to allow them to walk up that, use it for sunning and stuff. it's going to allow, it's going to add additional insulation to the box. The fact that this box is backed up to a concrete wall, backed up to the wall where the other box is, I think that they're going to all insulate each other, keep my electric in one place. I think that will help. So this is a better picture of where the lay box will be 24 inches out from that wall to there. And the lay box will have a lid on it and be full of dirt, which will help insulate all of these boxes. So I think doing it this way, where I don't feel like I have something supplementally insulating the wood, I can add another layer of wood. It's all simple. I'll figure it out. So what I'm gonna do right now is get all these backfilled, or maybe I'll backfill one as an example. I believe we have a volunteer coming. Lori is gonna come out here and help my mom and I. And what was I gonna work on next? Oh, my brain's fried. I know I was doing, oh, lay boxes. So I've gotta start getting some of my 2x2s and create a level support for the lid, come out 24 inches, come across, tie it into this box, even though, actually, no, I want it free flowing from this box. But in a hurricane or something, when I pull this box out, or the freezing cold night, I will disturb the dirt that's here. Or maybe I put a piece of crappy plywood there. I have small scraps of plywood. Maybe I'll do that and make the lay box all self-contained, but still butted up against that. That's what I'll do. And, all right, so I'll put that there and I'll get these 4 lay boxes done. That's what I need to do. The 2 black throats and 2 water monitor ones, that is my goal. So I'm gonna try and get those done. I'll show you them when they're done. And then I need to start hanging the 2x4s for the roofs. And like I said, I have a couple more pieces of screen. This is one of our cages that we plan on having done. I don't even have his hide box in here. The form is still there because we poured the slab yesterday. Missing screen, missing a 4x4 screen, wall. Lots to do. All right, so it's the end of the day, and besides all of these boards, I've only gotten 2 lay boxes done. Heat mats Tapconed on the back, and the notched for the wire for the, got the one, this is gonna be Lily's, and this will be Pinky's. I still have to bring the dirt in here, but I do want to put, I have like 2.5 foot logs that I want to set there and then kind of dirt around them, because I still want this free to pull out. That's what's very different than before. There's a plywood side inside there that holds the dirt, and I'm free to pull these hide boxes out. That's it for today. I've got to meet Tom. We are exchanging some videos and celebrating hitting 10,000 subs tonight. So we're gonna have a beer together and dinner. That's a big milestone for us. And I know he already did a post thanking everyone, but I want to personally thank everybody. It was a big deal, but now with my life situation, it's an even bigger deal. Like, I need the income from this channel, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. All right, until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.